Hello and welcome back to the Power of BI channel. And in this video series, I'll be going through the Azure AI 900 exam and the concepts discussed in this, where I've gone through artificial intelligence, the principles of machine learning, computer vision, as well as this one will be focusing on natural language processing and the tools related to that. And then we have generative AI as well. So this entire series or this entire playlist covers all the concepts and tools used to attempt AI 900 exam, and this is specific to this only. And most of the video or the series is theoretical based, so we'll be just going through and touching some concepts along with that. So we'll start off with the fundamentals of text analysis and with the language services in this video. So in order for a computer system to interpret the text, we use the system use natural language processing, which is an area in AI that deals with understanding the written language and spoken language and responding to the analysis of the text that we have extracted information from. So natural language processing enables computer to understand and interpret human language. This processing might be used to create a social media feed analyzer that detects sentiments for product marketing, or a document search application that summarizes document in the catalog, and etc, etc. These are some of the examples that are used. Where Azure comes in, the Azure AI language is a cloud-based service which offers features to understand and analyze the text. Azure AI language includes various features like sentiment analysis, key phrase identification, text summarization, and conversational language. So we'll be going through all the details or touching some of the issues or some of the concepts related to the Azure AI language. So this helps developers create AI powered solution that can analyze text and respond similarly to the human understanding. So what is text analytics? Before exploring the text analytics capabilities, Azure AI language of the AI language service, some of the general principle or a common technique used to perform text analysis on other language tasks we'll be going through. So some of the earlier text technique used to analyze text with computers involve statistical analysis of a body text, which is called a corpus, to infer some kind of semantic meaning. So put it in, if you simplify this, if you can determine the most commonly used word in a given document, you can often get a good idea of what the document is about. So some of the commonly used words used in the text, and then we can get an idea about the document. The first step is to analyze a corpus, is to break it down into token, which is called tokenization. Um, so we can think of each distinct word in the training of a text as a token, and though in reality the token can be generated from partial words or combination of words. So for example, if we go through this example, we choose to go to the moon. It is broken down into multiple token, and this token has given some ID as well, like 1 to 6, which means that um, the token, what do you call it, it's a um, the total word count is 7, but if you see that number token 2 is being repeated second time as well in the token. After tokenizing the words, you can perform some analysis to count the number of occurrence of each token. The most commonly used words, other than the stop words such as a or the or so on, can often provide a clue as the main subject of the text. For example, the most common words in the entire text of Go to the Moon speech we considered previously include new, go, space, and moon. If we were to tokenize the text as the bigrams or word pairs, the most common will be of the speech will be the moon. From this information, we can easily summarize that the text is primarily concerned with the space travel and going to the moon. A simple frequency analysis in which you simply count the number of occurrence of each token can be an effective way to analyze a single document. But when you need to differentiate, for example, across multiple documents with the same corpus, you need a way to determine which tokens are most relevant in each document. So this refers to a term frequency or inverse document frequency, which is a common technique in which the score is calculated based on how often a word or a term appear in one document compared to its more general frequency across the collection of the document. So this is basically some of the understanding text analytics. We incorporate machine learning techniques as well in that, which is called logistic regression, uh, to train a machine learning model that classify text based on known categorization. So a common application of this technique is to train the model to text as related to sentiment analysis or opinion mining. So for example, um, the food and services were both great, is positive, or a really terrible experience gives us 0. Tasty food and fun vibe gives 1. Slow service and substandard food gives 0. So with enough label reviewing, you can train a classification model using the tokenized text and featuring the zeros and one in the sentiment. So reviewing the token words like great, tasty, fun are more likely to be resulting in positive, while reviewing like terrible, slow, substandard are more likely to return zeros in that. So um, as a state of art NLP, the ability to train model that encapsulate the relationship between token has led to a powerful language model. um, so they are multi-valued arrays of numbers, which is called embedding. And this will it can be useful to think that elements in the token embed in vector as a coordinate in multi-dimensional space, so that each token occupies a specific location. The closer tokens are to one another, a particular dimension, the more semantically related they are. So, to simplify this, related words are grouped together. Suppose, for example, in this example, dog bark, cat mew, and skateboard. This is, we can plot the locations of each token based on their vectors in the three-dimensional space. So the closest, is related to the actions, for example, and the types of animals as well as skateboarders separately. So this gives us a detailed analysis of the processing. Um, so how this is working, the overall language model is getting raw text, pre-processing it to tokenize, and then training the model related to the text analysis or conversational AI, and then we can get results of like such as summarization, machine translation, or opinion mining. um, the capabilities and more, in the AI, Azure AI language service, where it gives text analysis, as mentioned, sentiment analysis, machine translation, summarization, and conversational AI, such as bots, digital assistants in which language model can interpret natural language input and return appropriate response. To For AI, Azure AI language, we get started, like the same subscription, whether we go for AI Azure AI services or Azure AI language. We can also detect information about personally identifying information, as well as these other concepts that were discussed previously as well. So uh, to get started, the Azure AI language support entity linking to help disambiguate entity by linking to a specific reference. So, for example, suppose you are using Azure AI language to detect entities in the following restaurant, and it says I ate at the restaurant in Seattle last week. Um, so, what it is doing is getting the location, and then last week is the date time. So it is recognizing a particular category or particular type and subtype as well in that. So consider a scenario where you own and operate a restaurant where customer can complete surveys and provide feedback on the food that and the service staff as well. Like for example, we received 3 reviews: a fantastic place of lunch, the soup was delicious, comida mervilosa, something in French maybe, or something in yeah. So this will be a language detecting service, the and use the algorithms to determine the language and the text, as well as giving the translation based on you know converting it to English, and then assigning some score as well. Um, the text might be ambiguous in nature, or it might be a mixed language content. In this situation, it's a bit of a challenging for AI to label, or give some classification, but it can relate, and will try to give up some scores based on the feedback as well. So in sentiment analysis, the Azure give and detect positive, neutral, or negative sentiments, and the scores are written between zeros and one. And then this sentiment analysis is useful and to analyze social media as well as customer reviews as well. And the best functionality of Azure AI language is that it's a pre-built machine learning model to be used, and we can you just put in the document, and then we can have all the details about it. So, for example, this can be analyzed as a sentiment of reviews one and two. The sentiment score for first review might be positive, because it says some keywords that I can highlight, that how courteous the staff was, we were greeted in friendly manner, the table was clean, food was amazing. And the second one, so this has given a sentiment of 90%, neutral of 10%, and negative as zero. The second review might return as a response of negative to positive score. Neutral score is zero, zero, negative score. Our dining experience at the restaurant was one of the worst I've ever had. The service was slow and the food was awful. I'll never eat at the establishment again. So it's giving negative score as 0.99. So 99% negative. There's no neutral score. There's no part, things as well. The other section we go through is the keyword phrase extraction. Um, it helps identifying the main points of large text to summarize content efficiently, especially useful of analyzing survey reviews or other lengthy documents. And then Azure AI language key phrase extraction features can quickly summarize the core idea of the text, which will save a lot of time. So as mentioning later, we can create a resource for Azure AI language, or we can use Azure AI service resource to use multiple combination of services in the subscriptions. To summarize this video, we have just gone through the AI language concepts, and how we are processing natural language processing, and how Azure AI language helping analysis of text, as well as that involves sentiment analysis, phrase extraction, language detection, and named entity recognition. So this is it from this part of the video. We'll be going through other parts of the video, like going through the language services, the conversational language understanding, and other machine learning tools as well. So don't forget to provide any feedback on this one, and please like and subscribe for the channel for more updates related to Power BI data analysis tools as well. And thank you so much for your time.